Ready whenever you are.
Cool. Saudade is a Portuguese expression of melancholic nostalgia. Manuel de Mello describes saudade as a pleasure you suffer, an ailment you enjoy. This word encapsulates the desire and longing, the love that remains. Saudade is bittersweet, a fusion of both pain and pleasure. Pain derived from Old French peine and later poena, meaning punishment, an intentional act. Not an active discontent or poignant sadness, but an indolent, dreaming wistfulness. There is pleasure to be found in suffering, and shared sentiment that comes with solitude. An integral aspect of saudade is the intentional summoning of this feeling in spite of its insatiable desire. There is a mystical sentiment to saudade, as it encompasses what it means to hold a romanticized perspective. Saudade could be understood as an inactive or mournful sensation of love, an epilogue. The Greeks believed there were 8 variations of love. Audre Lorde's essay, The Power of the Erotic, for instance, erotic, derivative of one of the 8 loves, eros, is defined as sexual love. Lorde describes our patriarchal society as anti-erotic. The erotic is a measure between the beginnings of our sense of self and the chaos of our strongest feelings, giving in to the fear of feeling. To untangle the traditional understanding and limited portrayal of love, romantic love, invest your attention in these varied expressions of experience. Eros, sexual passion; philia, deep friendship; ludus, playful love; agape, love for everyone; pragma, long-standing love; storge, familial love; and mania, obsessive love. Apply these to your relationships around you, relationships that are no more, relationships that have always been. Perceive them through these as an aid of understanding. I like to believe that the love a person possesses differs for each individual they hold it for. Whether you choose to accept the concept of romantic love or hold speculation, like that of Robert A. Johnson in The Psychology of Romantic Love, which is a retelling of a myth older than Romeo and Juliet. The story of Tristan and Iseult, Johnson compares the experience of romantic love to ideas presented by Carl Jung. This experience is an endeavour into our psyche. Despite the book's objective analysis of this human experience, the myth itself expresses the surrender to the event and potent suffering that often accompanies this. To return to the concept of saudade, it could be said a similar experience has been personified in Greek myths through Mnemosyne, the goddess of memory and mother of the 9 muses. The inventor of language and verse, she gave life to the source of creativity. I feel this is an apt narrative which depicts how memory, in this context of saudade, of nostalgia, emotional pain, memory births creative expression as we seek to find a way to reanimate our suffering. I know I will always think of you with something like hurt and nostalgia and a great deal of love. Sylvia Plath. To conjure a memory that's something you desire to be your present, in spite of all logic and reasoning as to why, that is not your present, an innocent naivety. Childlike candour, overwhelming thought and feeling I dwell on. Agape, love for everyone, over-investment in those around me, is it mania? Favouring the plight of my own condition, choosing forgiveness above all else, is a habit I have been learning to abstain from these past few months, even if this feels foreign to my usual expression of love. August 17th, 2023. My forgiveness feels like a rotting tooth. I keep feeding it sugar. I smile with equanimity and do not cherish grudges, as most adults do, letting them fester like a cancer, but I let my emotions run on the same forgiving track. That last one, Sylvia Plath. Venus in Pisces. This is the exalted Venus, elevated, unbearably so, and exasperating, pushing its head above water before succumbing to the depths under again. The Venus whom loves relentlessly feels the pain and asks for more. asks for more, swallows it all, sinks it down and yearns again. A mystique that is not limited to that of the traditional feminine, but a transcendent one. A Venus who is not drowned, but is drowning. A current moving at both constant yet fluctuating speed. She must be pardoned an explanation. You will spend everything trying to find out what lies at the bottom of her ocean. She herself does not even know, but it is a fear she knows well, and so she endures it again and again and again, failing to see why, because there is none.